out of fear, amongst with you, I will force to read. And I'll be forced to read very carefully so that there should be a mistake. But if I read it alone, no, I'll not be cautious about that. Thank you very much for helping me. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Bhutale Shri Nidhi Namne
Nirvishishunavadi Paschatadishtai Manjakalpadara Pushya Pidashan Chapatitana Pavanita Vishnavitana Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadivara Sivashari Bhakti Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Chila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. So we are reading from Bhagavad Gita. So we started from preface. And preface, Prabhupada is saying, so many people are praising this organization. But actually, that credit goes to Krishna. Because he is the original father of this movement. Then still, if you want to give me credit, that is my spiritual master has instructed me. That is. If you want to, especially want to give credit to me, then what is that credit of Srila Prabhupada? Who want to share? First, Krishna Tan is spiritual master. If you want to give credit, then Pratyasha. Then
the credit is Srila Prabhupada gave it as it is.
Yes. Yes, my credit is that I have not tried to adulterate it. That is my credit. I have not spoiled it. If personally I have any credit in this matter, it is only that I have tried to present Bhagavad Gita as it is, without any adulteration. This is the credit. Before my presentation of Bhagavad Gita as it is, almost all the English editions of Bhagavad Gita were introduced to fulfill someone's personal ambition. But our attempt in presenting Bhagavad Gita as it is to present the mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. Our business is to present the will of Krishna, not that of any mundane speculator like the politician, philosopher, or scientist. For they have very little knowledge of Krishna, despite all their other knowledge. When Krishna says, Man mana bhavo mad bhakta madjajimam namaskar, etc., we, unlike these so-called scholars, do not say that Krishna and his inner spirit are different. Prabhupada, when Prabhupada went there, Prabhupada used to carry the English translation of Sarvapalli Radhakrishna. And so a scholar, he translated Bhagavad. The Prabhupada used to carry that. But Prabhupada said that Sarvapalli Radhakrishna is explained that Krishna person and the spirit is saying from inside is different. The Krishna is saying he is inside Brahma. He is the original. So, scholar in Sanskrit, in English, but His knowledge is like this. Prabhupada said, we have not tried. Here you can see, we, unlike the so-called scholars, do not say that Krishna and his inner spirit are different. I think you have must have noticed we. Why is we? Prabhupada is writing alone. So this is the magnanimity of Srila Prabhupada. Nobody has helped him, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada wrote alone. But he said, we, unlike the so-called. He want to give the credit to ISKCON, the organization. No, he's not. I, like the other so-called scholars, he's not like that. What is the magnanimity? Krishna is absolute, and there is no difference between Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes, etc. This absolute position of Krishna is difficult to understand for many persons who is not a devotee of Krishna in the system of parampara. Without being in the system of parampara, by reading one cannot understand Krishna. Why? Why you cannot understand Krishna? If someone able to understand Krishna, just imagine, if someone is able to understand you completely, you don't want to expose, don't want to, but he knows what is happening in you. That means it must be he's bigger than you. If somebody by his through mental concoction is able to understand Krishna, that means he is bigger than Krishna. As Krishna is unlimited, so if I am able to think Krishna in my boundary of my knowledge, that means Krishna is bounded. So Krishna is a product of our mental concoction, and Krishna is not limited with our mental speculation. He is beyond them. It's called Avang Manasya Gochara. Bak. One cannot explain him through letters. One cannot imagine through speculative knowledge, mind. Avang Manasya Gochara. Gochara, what is mean of Gochar? Go means senses. Char means travel. Gochar, where in senses can go. So speech cannot express him. Speech cannot reach there. And mind cannot understand him. Mon is sense one, speech of the sense. So through sense or even through mind, one sense, you cannot understand Krishna. Then how to understand? If Krishna allows someone to understand, only he can understand. He is devotee. When Krishna is merciful towards the devotee, he only able to understand. What type of devotee? Who is in the disciplic succession, who is a devotee of another devotee. Only he is able to understand. Prabhupada clearly mentioned, those who are not situated in the parampara system, they cannot understand Krishna. Generally, the so-called scholars, politicians, philosophers, and swamis, without perfect knowledge of Krishna, try to banish or kill Krishna when writing commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Such unauthorized commentary upon Bhagavad Gita is known as Mayavad Bhashya. Bhashya means bhashan, speech. Then Bhashya means explanation. Mayavad, what is Mayavad? Mayavad. Bad means ism. Marsbad, Leninbad. So that is called, in English, is called ism. Communism, Hinduism, Muslimism, Christianism, capitalism, ism. So ism of Maya. What is Maya? Maya means which is not. When those think that Krishna's body also made of Maya. As in the world, everything is Maya. Krishna's body also is Maya. That means Krishna is impersonal. Those are thinking like that. Their explanation is called Mayavad Bhashya. And Lord Chaitanya has warned us about the unauthorized man. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hoy Sarvanash. Sarvanash. If someone hear, then he lost everything. Sanatana Goswami said, quoting from Padma Purana, also in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu also. Avashnava Mukhu Dinam Puto Hari Katham. Sarvanam Naiva Kartabam. One should not listen from Mayavadis. Also, in the very beginning of Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami mentioned that this type of explanation of Mayavadis are like volcanoes. Where there is a volcano, surrounding area miles with that, it turn into ashes. Volcano is so powerful. Mayavad philosophy is a volcano. So don't go close to them. Their sound will enter through your ear and your heart will burn into ashes. And Krishna will not get any chance to sit there. On the other hand, we should make our heart is a lake of nectar where full blooming lotus will be there and Krishna will sit. Lord Chaitanya clearly says that anyone who tries to understand Bhagavad Gita from the Mayavadi point of view will commit a great blunder. The result of such a blunder will be that the misguided student of Bhagavad Gita will certainly be bewildered on the path of spiritual guidance and will not be able to go back to Godhead, back to home. Back to home, back to Godhead. Our only purpose is to present this Bhagavad Gita as it is in order to guide the conditioned students to the same purpose for which Krishna descends to this planet once in a day of Brahma, or every 8,600,000,000 years. This purpose is stated in Bhagavad Gita, and we have to accept it as it is. Otherwise, there is no point in trying to understand the Bhagavad Gita and its speaker, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna first spoke Bhagavad Gita to the Sun God some hundreds of millions of years ago. Sun God, in the very beginning of the creation. We have to accept this fact and thus understand the historical significance of Bhagavad Gita. Without misconception on the authority of Krishna, to interpret Bhagavad Gita without any reference to the will of Krishna is the greatest offense. In order to save oneself from this offense, one has to understand the Lord as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. What does it mean? One has to understand the Lord as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That means He is not God. means Devata. He is head of the gods, Godhead. Not only that, he is a person also. He is not impersonal. And he is the supreme of everything. To want to understand the supreme personality of Godhead. In Sanskrit, you can say Param Purushottam. Param Purush Uttam. Purush means person. Param supreme. Param Purush Uttam. Uttam above, topmost about all human. Param Purushottam. As he was directly understood by Arjuna. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Param Pavitram Bhava. Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, text 12. Krishna, Arjuna understood in this way. Lord Krishna's first disciple, especially when Krishna is starting new disciplic succession. Before that, when you say, oh, Arjuna is first disciple, Brahma should be first disciple. Both are right. Krishna first gave Brahma, Lakshmi, then Shiv and Jyotish Kumar. Four. But later on, Krishna again is giving their disciplic succession. Arjuna is the first disciple. Such understanding of Bhagavad Gita is really profitable and authorized for the welfare of human society in fulfilling the mission of life. The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society, for it offers the highest perfection of life. Every sentence very powerful. The Krishna consciousness movement is essential in human society. Why? For it offers the highest perfection of life. How this is so is explained fully in the Bhagavad Gita to push forward their demoniac propensities and mislead people regarding right understanding of the simple principles of life. Everyone should know how God or Krishna is great. And everyone should know the factual position of the living entities. Every religion, oh, God is great. God is great? What is it? How great is He? We should know His factual position of Him and also living entities. That is called Sambandha. Who is Lord? Who are we? What is the relationship? It is the beginning of the knowledge. Everyone should know that a living entity is eternally a servant, and that unless one serves Krishna, one has to serve illusion in different varieties of three modes of material nature, and thus wander perpetually within the cycle of birth and death. Even the so-called liberated Mayavadi speculator has to undergo this process. Mukti Padata Sarveshan Vishnu Gunasan. Without Krishna, nobody can give liberation. What about karmis? Even Gainis, Mayavadis cannot overcome their cycle. This knowledge constitutes a great science, and each and every living being has to hear it for his own interest. Everybody should hear for his own interest. People in general, especially in the age of Kali, are enamored by the external energy of Krishna. And they wrongly think that by advancement of material comforts, every man will be happy. They have no knowledge that the material or external nature is very strong. Bhagavad Gita, what is it? What is the word? Material external energy very strong.
देवी है स गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्या देवी है स गुणमयी
740. Durataya. Mama Durataya. Dur Otikramma. Very, very difficult to overcome. Very. Not impossible, difficult. For everyone is strongly bound by the stringent laws of material nature. A living entity is happily the part and parcel of the Lord. And thus his natural function is to render immediate service to the Lord. If I am a servant, my duty is to serve. By the spell of illusion, one tries to be happy by serving his personal sense gratification in different forms, which will never make him happy. Instead of satisfying his own personal material senses, he has to satisfy the senses of the Lord. I can ask you, in your lifetime, how many times you have eaten? By eating, how many times you are so happy, and I could remember that also. But by feeding others, this joy you have received, maybe still you are remembering that. Just reflect on yourself. Minimum 3 times eating a day since childhood. How many times we have remembered for our sense gratification? By serving others. Not that many, but still some incidents there, we cannot forget that. So if that is in this world, what about serving the Lord? Just imagine. Just if you go to ISKCON temple and devotee allowed you to do Tulsi Arati, can you forget that? The first day I used to go ISKCON temple. One day I went, the devotee said, tomorrow is Annakudu Utsav. What is that? This time. So cooking will start tonight. Achha? So how will sleep? So no question of sleeping tonight. So whole night will cook. I said, let's stay the night. So you stay whole night and cooking, helping the cook. So that incident I never can forget. Especially in Grihastha's house. So nice comfort. I have forgotten all these things. But that there no place of sleeping whole night cooking, I cannot forget that. So this is the joy of serving Lord. That is the highest perfection of life. The Lord wants this. And He demands it. Why He demands it? Why you demand? It's so heavy, huh? It's too much. Krishna is saying, surrender and do it too much. If your son is not listening, you will not say, listen to me. Is it too much? Listen to me. Go to school. Eat. Too much. Children will say, sometimes child will say, too much. Don't pressurize me for eating. But why demands? For our benefit. Krishna is always fullness, complete in every respect. Why he demands? For our benefit. One has to understand this central point of Bhagavad Gita. One has to understand this central point of Bhagavad Gita. Wow. What is that? One has to understand this central point of Bhagavad. What is that? Sarva Dharman Parityajan. He demands surrender. This is the, for explaining that thing, Krishna gives 700 verses to make this understand. Our Krishna consciousness movement is teaching the whole world this central point. And because we are not polluting the theme of Bhagavad Gita as it is, everyone seriously interested in deriving benefit by studying the Bhagavad Gita must take help from the Krishna conscious movement for practical understanding of Bhagavad Gita under the direct guidance of the Lord. We hope, therefore, that people will derive the greatest benefit by studying Bhagavad Gita as it is, as we have presented it here. And if even one man becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we shall consider our attempt a success. Very powerful. Normally we hear complaint, Maharaj, we are trying my best. When there is no result, we will be frustrated, demoralized. Prabhupada is saying, if even one man becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we should consider our attempt a success. Even one. That is the mood of that. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur translated Chaitanya Bhagavad. He is saying, I am a sannyasi, must be more humble, but people may think I am so proud, I am giving knowledge, I am explaining Chaitanya Bhagavad, giving knowledge to others. Actually, that is not my desire or mood. Because one day I will die. But I want to, as a servant of Krishna, my position of servant of his devotees. So I want to serve the devotees, not only now, even after my death, I want to serve. That is why I am giving the explanation of Chaitanya Bhagavad. So that by reading that, devotees will get more enlightenment, able to serve Krishna, with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it will be service for me to the devotees. With that hope, I am writing. What is a great humility? Then A.C. Bhakti Swami. If you see original book, you see so nice signature. 12th May 1971, Sydney, Australia. Just which book, what time finish? Just if you remember, which book first, which second, just to give an idea, get an idea. Which book, what time you finished or started. Tomorrow no class, day after tomorrow will start the introduction. Before introduction, I want to give an analogy and try to find out in the introduction 1 day, 2 days you will get time. Just give one analogy. If we want to eat something, what are the steps to make the eating successful? If we see some food is there, first I should know what is the purpose of the food. Why food is here? For shonu or for eating? If it is for eating. What is the second question? Second question is for me or not? Second question will come. Yes, it is for you. What third question will come? Anybody want to share? Third question will come. What is the items, many 56, what is it? Which I will take? See the subject matter. What is that? What is the next step? Next step, the process of eating. What is the next step after eating? Result. You're getting strength. What is the next step after that? After strength, you will use your strength in some service. In such a way, Prabhupada has given introduction is 32 pages. Just find out what is the system. And before that, he has given some introduction and also conclusion. Read introduction carefully, the 2 days, find out all these steps. How one should assimilate Bhagavad Gita nicely. From the very beginning, where you should start and where to end. Thank you very much. Any question or comment? Okay, Amritaji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandot Pranam. Maharaj, Prabhupada wrote such a beautiful foreword and preface here. And Prabhupada is telling here so humbly that even if one devotee can become, if one person becomes pure devotee, then his mission is successful.
So my question is that if you want to give pleasure to Srila Prabhupada, what you should do?
Try to help Prabhupada fulfill
At
this.
least I should be a good devotee. That's all.
Yes.
Okay, your question.
Yes. Maharaj, my question is, Prabhupada writes here that by reading this Bhagavad Gita, one can understand everything. My question is that Prabhupada did not write here that you will need a spiritual master for this. Prabhupada is mentioning directly you'll get the knowledge from Krishna. And
Yes.
he is not emphasizing about spiritual master.
Yes. Without, like Prabhupada said, it's like sun. For seeing sun, you don't need any artificial light. What does it mean? When you are reading that, already who is writing, you have already accepted him as a spiritual master. Still, we need a spiritual master. When you read that in the middle, then you'll see Prabhupada will say, okay, yeah, for you, you should find out a spiritual master.
Yes.
But everything till in the very beginning, you will fear, bro, why I will get a spiritual master, better I should not read. Very
Yes.
beginning, say, you will hand up. No, answer, no. There will be a spiritual master to whom? No need a spiritual master, just it. And
Yes.
when you go for reading, then acha, here is a spiritual master needed.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Maharaj.
Like, if you say in the very beginning, if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you have to follow 4 principle, Das Nam Aparat, and if you sit down one place in front of deity, no. So Hare Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, no rules and regulations. Anything, very easy. And when you study, how many? No need that. One round is enough. If you are around 1 hour, 10 times, 5 times. Just to make a start. One round. How? 1 year, 1 round. That means 16 rounds, 16 years. Gradually give the dose.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. I think no more question. Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita as it is. So I again reminding you all. So tomorrow is Gita Jayanti, and Ujjain is organizing very big event here. I think Prabhupada is here. Prabhupada, can you give some synopsis what is going to happen tomorrow? Okay. Here you may know that result already announced. In first position, two students. One is Christian, one is a girl. Second position, one person. Third position, two. Total 5. So both first position good is 1 lakh, but not 1 lakh half. So Premadabu, can you give summary of tomorrow's program? How going to happen?
हाँ यस महाराज, हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम. So मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर सकता हूँ क्या?
Yeah, maybe Ramlebu make a cost.
Yes, please, Maharaj. 2 minutes. Yes, Maharaj. 1 minute. तो जी आपको कोर्स कर दिया.
हाँ यस. Okay. हरे कृष्णा. So गीता महोत्सव का प्रोग्राम, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय गीता महोत्सव जो उज्जैन में हो रहा है, इसके अंतर्गत गीता कॉन्टेस्ट हुआ था जिसमें आप
the international people can understand.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So this is about International Gita Festival, which is being organized at Ujjain. And in recent, within 1 month, we had a planning about this Gita Festival at Ujjain. So for 4 days, we are having very specific program. Under this Gita Mahotsav, we are having, we have organized this quiz contest in whole of Madhya Pradesh. So 55 districts participated. Total 6,46,420 students. They wrote the level 1 exam, and for the second level 220 selected, and they wrote the exam, and 5 out of them they are selected. So the prizes were 10 lakh being distributed by the government. So tomorrow is a big program at Ujjain where Chief Minister himself is coming, and he will be giving this prizes. So I'm just showing. So this is the result for the level 2 exam, and you can see this the first 2 toppers. They are one is from Christian family, and another is our devotee only. So but both of them they topped. And then the second position we have one boy, and at third position we have two students. So all the 5 students, they will be getting prize from Chief Minister tomorrow. 1 lakh rupees first prize, and then 51,000, and then 21,000. So earlier it was decided for first, second and third only, but later government they told no, whosoever is there on the first, both of them will be given 1 lakh rupees. So it's a wonderful support by Madhya Pradesh government for conducting this quiz contest. And finally tomorrow will be a day when these students will be awarded with the by the Chief Minister. So those who are at Ujjain, they are most welcome. They can participate. And tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., Dr. Vivek Bindra, the motivational speaker, he will be coming and giving a session. And after that, this prize distribution ceremony will be there. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Okay. And you also take part in distributing Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has spoken Bhagavad Gita for distribution. So help Krishna, Srila Prabhupada, by distributing Bhagavad Gita. Different temples. In local temple, you can help in local temple in distributing Bhagavad Gita. It will give pleasure to Srila Prabhupada. This year, India devotees committed 45 lakhs Bhagavad Gita. So help your local temple to distribute more and more. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Bhagavad Gita as it is. Go.